I've gone through the whole spectrum of things, and I've seen what a lie it is. Women, you gain absolutely nothing by having casual sex. Zero. Nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
All you do is waste your energy. And women used to know this all the time. They were the prize. So men would jump through freaking hoops to get with them. And what that would mean is they would provide a value.
Yeah.
Now you've given, you think they care that you banged them and left and didn't care? They're like, thank God.
I think that's the biggest
So
side.
it's like sex is like so easy for guys if you're doing successful. So it's like a lot of times guys like it's causing a lot of problems for the guys too.
Lots of
They're
problems.
not having kids young. They're just thinking, oh, I can have 5, 6.
Yeah, I feel
girlfriends.
like young women need to be told that, sexual attention is not relationship attention.
And it doesn't mean anything.
No.
It's nothing. I've been getting sexually harassed since I was 8 years old.
Yeah, I think it's
By
more,
Jews, probably, by the sounds of it,
I think women it's a lot more hurtful for them too when they're having like casual sex.
It's
more
very
than women.
damaging. It's
Yeah.
very damaging. And, like I'm no saint,
Yeah.
I was married very young. I got married very young. And then after that, because, the guy ended up being totally manipulative. I didn't know anything. That was my first anything. I was 25.
Yeah.
First anything. So nothing. So it'd be in this sort of toxic relationship, and it was my first relationship. So I was like, is this normal? I don't know if this is normal. I didn't know if it was normal. It turns out it wasn't. So after that, I was like listening to the feminists or whatever and doing some
all
casual
been there.
dating.
Yeah.
And I remember I'd wake up with this intense shame and guilt, like I had done something wrong and something awful and felt this emptiness. And of course, I talked to my coven witch fucking liberal women, and they'd be like, it's internalized misogyny and blah, 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 blah. And now I realize, no. That was my internal moral guidance system saying, hey, you don't want to be doing this. And you didn't get anything from this. And it didn't take long. It wasn't like I was like whoring it up,
Even as a man, I think we were like, we're encouraged. Your friends are like, do this, or you're sleeping around, and you're like, it doesn't hurt us near as bad. But there's like times for a man, like the second we finish, you'll know. And sometimes you just get that feeling of just absolute disgust, and that's when you realize, like, okay, you should be a little more selective what you're doing. If you feel disgusted as soon as you're done, it's like, you shouldn't be doing it.
I agree with you, and this is something I say. It's like it's not just because there is a nature that I believe God has put in us that is for the benefit of both. Like, when a woman calls you to a higher standard, suddenly you find something in yourself that you didn't even know was there. And it gives you a value. All of a sudden you start, everything else is dehumanizing. And here's the deal that people don't understand, like men, same thing with men that are just having this casual sex and they're treating these women like objects. And the moment you're doing that to her, you're doing it to yourself too. And then you break your ability to connect, see a human. And this is my big thing with porn. This is why it's so tragic